What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Vince Warburton and this is VW Fitness. Today we're talking about a very interesting product. It is called Calm by Wellness. It is a CBD product. Let's get to it. Now, Calm by Wellness actually reached out to me. This is not a product that I've ever taken. I've never taken any CBD product in my entire life. And so they reached out to me and they wanted me to kind of do a full review of basically their products. I said, sure, by all means, send me whatever you guys got. They did send me their hemp CBD sleep oil tincture. Sorry, I have it pulled up here on my laptop just so I'm very accurate with what I explain here and what I talk about here today. So that's why the laptop is here in the shot. They did send me their gummies as well, and we actually have a special guest today that's going to come on and talk about the effects with me because she was able to give this a try as well, and we'll get her opinion as well. So like I said, guys, I have little to no experience with CBD. I really don't know that much about it, so let's learn a little bit more about CBD. So what is CBD, guys? CBD is one of the most well-known chemical compounds found inside the cannabis plant, aside from THC. Obviously, THC is kind of what gives us that high effect when it comes to marijuana and when you smoke it or ingest it of any kind. That's what typically most people think of when you talk about marijuana. Then you have the CBD side of things, which doesn't produce those psychoactive effects. THC and CBD are actually both cannabinoids, but one is distinctively separate from THC, meaning that they are different substances. That's why they're going to react differently within the body. Kind of some more information, you guys can check out their website, calmbywellness.com. You guys can learn a ton about what the effects are of CBD and taking it. Now, I'll be completely honest. I literally got the product, I tried it a few times. It's been a few days of trying this product before bed. Obviously, this is the sleep version. They do have some other versions here on their website. And for me personally, we'll talk about the experience here in a sec, but let's talk about the price, guys. We're gonna break down this review kind of into three different parts. We'll talk about the label, we'll talk about the price, we'll talk about the effects, and then just kind of an overall wrap up on our thoughts of whether or not we would recommend you guys buy this product. Obviously, this is very different than what we typically talk about, which is pre-workouts. All right, so in terms of price, guys, the hemp CBD sleep oil tincture comes in at $64.99 for a one-time purchase. If you guys do a monthly, you save 10%. It's basically like a subscription service. Comes in at $58.49. Now, this is for a 30-day supply, and basically, I think you could essentially take it pretty much 30 days straight and not really have too many issues. Like I said, I've taken it kind of a few times. I would say about 5 or 6 times I've taken it to try to really see what sort of effects I get. I think price point, I don't know CBD products, okay? So I don't really know what sort of price point. That seems a little high to me, but there are some key kind of, I guess, points that you could say when it comes to this product and this brand is they are third-party lab tested. The total amount of CBD within this is 500 milligrams, and there's 30 milliliters within this. So like I said, 30 servings, 1 milliliter each serving. Their overall reviews, they have 30 reviews right now. Their average customer review is 4.7. So in terms of the price point, guys, I am gonna give this a 4 out of 5. I think it's verging on a little bit too expensive for me to incorporate this into my daily routine or daily supplement stack. It's subjective. It kind of depends on what you wanna spend and what you're willing to spend and if this actually works for you. I've heard a lot of positive results with CBD for a lot of different people, and we'll talk about our effects here shortly. But for me personally, I think 4 out of 5 is a justified rating. All right, so let's talk about the hemp vegan CBD gummies that we have here. I personally did not take any of these. I am on this kind of new treatment for my mouth. I don't know if you guys can hear, I have a bit of a lisp right now because my mouth is still adjusting to it. So in terms of gummies, I can't really eat them right now. And like I said, our guest has taken this product, the gummy, and she'll give you her initial thoughts as well in terms of the effects. Price point here, $39.99 for 30 gummies. That seems a bit more reasonable than the oil, obviously, for me in terms of that. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 as well. I still think it's a little bit expensive. For me, I just don't see a lot of value in CBD for me personally. Like I said, to each their own. It's my own opinion here, and just kind of how I feel about it. Would I personally go out and buy these products? If it was a 5 out of 5, that would be your indicator that yes, I would go out and personally pay for it with my own money. Now, just some key takeaways in terms of the gummies here. We have 300 milligrams of the CBD, 10 milligrams per gummy, and these are, again, third-party lab tested. They are vegan. Their overall score within the website is 4.8 out of 5. And, you know, like I said, overall, I think that's pretty good. So yeah, guys, let's move right into the label ingredient breakdown for these products. Now, there are a lot of different versions of the CBD oils, as well as different flavors of the CBD oil, and kind of the emphasis of what the primary goal is, whether it be the focus, chill, or sleep. And then obviously, like I said, you have the gummy. So let's jump into this label, guys. I'll pop this up on the screen now. We start out with a 22 milligram broad spectrum hemp extract. That is the hemp extract whole plant in organic MCT oil from coconut, and then 17 milligrams of the CBD within that. And then we have 40 milligrams of a sleep terpene blend, which is a lavender, chamomile, hops, flower, lemongrass, hoe wood leaf, orange fruit, pine leaf, and jasmine leaf. Premium hemp seed oil, natural flavor, stevia extract, and active aloe within this. Now, that makes up the 1 milliliter. So like I said, you're getting 17 milligrams of the CBD in this sleep formula. Very heavy lavender smell to this, and I'll pull out the dropper here so you guys can see, but you basically stick it in there and then you pull out, there's measurements on there, and then you just drop this right into your mouth right before bed. Obviously, everything here is pretty much disclosed. You know, the blend is there, but when it comes to something like kind of the flavoring, I guess, or the sleep blend, I'm not really as concerned about that. The biggest key takeaway for me is that it does fully disclose how much CBD I'm getting in each dropper. So 17 milligrams, I think that's key. And yeah, that's solid. So let's move right on over to the gummies. So in terms of the gummies, this little sample pack, they sent, I believe, 3 or 4 gummies in here. And unfortunately, they do not have the ingredients here. So I'm gonna look here on the laptop again. We have a basically 12 milligram hemp extract blend, which is the hemp extract whole plant in organic MCT oil from coconut. And that includes 10 milligrams of the CBD. So a little bit less CBD in this compared to the sleep version. I will pull out the gummies so you guys can see what they look like here. Like I said, I believe they sent 2 or 3 of these. And as you guys can see here, they're just kind of these, you know, quarter-sized kind of gummies. Yeah, they smell delicious. I wish I could eat them. Again, unfortunately, I just cannot with my treatment that I'm going through right now. So again, fully disclosed here, there is somewhat of a blend, but they give you, I guess, the essential information that you would be looking for, and that's the 10 milligrams of the CBD within the gummy. So in terms of both labels, guys, I think they're fully disclosed. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. I think, you know, transparency is very, very key. I think they're doing that, and I can appreciate a company, especially with CBD, where it's so new, it's such a new kind of trend. I think it's more important than ever that new companies come out and they be completely transparent with their products. All right, guys, so like I said, we have a very special guest today in this review, and Katie is here. She took this product, both products actually, and we both tried it multiple times to try to get a better understanding of how this product works and what it would do in terms of effects. So I'll kind of let her take the lead here first, since she got to try both the gummy and the oil. And what were your initial thoughts and effects?
I didn't really feel a huge difference between the gummy or the oil. The gummy I maybe preferred because it's kind of fun. Overall, I thought the products helped me relax. Like, my whole body kind of melted into the mattress, like in those first moments when you're trying to like get to sleep. I think it helped me relax quicker and like use my mind sooner. In the morning, I was like a tiny bit groggy. I'm not sure if there was something else maybe that added to that, but overall, I really liked it. It helped me relax really quickly and just put my mind at ease.
Yeah, so my experience with this product was actually a little bit different, especially with the oil. Like I said, we took it about 3-4 times, and I kind of felt this anxiety, I guess, like in my legs when I was laying down right before bed. Once that kind of subsided, I would say that the sleep itself was pretty deep sleep, or at least it felt like that. I can relate to some of the grogginess in the morning. It did feel slightly like a little bit of grogginess. I mean, again, it's very subjective with these sort of things unless you take them for, you know, an extended amount of time and you really get a better understanding of how your body's reacting to it. The other thing is obviously her size compared to my size, we're taking the same amount of the serving size required or recommended, which is 1 milliliter. And it's going to affect us both differently, you know, different genetic makeup, etc. So I think overall it does work. I think if you can afford it, it's you know, a very well-known company and they're very transparent. Yeah, I mean, I guess one other thing is, what were your thoughts on the taste of the oil?
I could taste like that earthiness. It doesn't smell like marijuana at all, but there is like a slight tinge of that marijuana-based component, I guess. The gummy was a little sweeter. You didn't taste that as much. It's not to say that it's a bad taste. I don't mind it at all. Like, that didn't bother me. I think maybe we could, like, if I really didn't like it, I think I would just like put it in some tea or something, and you probably wouldn't have even tasted it at all.
Yeah, in terms of taste for me, honestly, the oil really threw me off. The lavender was very apparent, very, very pungent. Not to say it's a bad thing, it's just it threw me off. I wasn't expecting. I thought it'd be a little bit sweeter. The oil itself does have that kind of like marijuana kind of taste. Obviously, it's derived from marijuana. There is no THC in here, so obviously, like I said, there's no psychoactive effects, anything like that. But yeah, you definitely taste it. It tastes like that. It does linger in the mouth, I think, for a little bit. Again, I can't really speak on the gummies, but they do look like fun. They probably taste a little sweeter. And I think Katie's got a really great point there. If you want to utilize the oil, probably just drop it in some tea, some nighttime tea, and it'll probably even help you sleep even better. So yeah, super big thank you for coming onto the channel and helping out with this review. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up the review of the Calm by Wellness Sleep Oil CBD product and their gummies. Again, a big shout out to them for sending me their products. Again, this is the first time I've ever taken any sort of CBD product, as well with Katie. She's never taken any CBD product as well. So, you know, kind of interesting effects there. I will probably continue to utilize this and see how we go. Like I said, I wanted to experiment with this over multiple days. I did make sure that it was in a very controlled environment in terms of, you know, making sure that I ate dinner and then I drank a bunch of water and then I took this, no alcohol involved, you know, nothing like that to kind of hinder the effects. I wanted to make sure that this was as controlled as it can be for a home review kind of thing. So anyway, guys, make sure you head on over to their website, check them out. You guys can learn a ton more about CBD and what it is and how it works. Again, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.